F-35 Lightning II, the most advanced stealth fighter in the world. The F-35 Lightning II is an American family of single-seat, single-engine all-weather stealth multi-role fighter aircraft intended to perform air superiority and strike missions. The F-35 is also capable of providing electronic warfare and intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities. Lockheed Martin is the prime contractor for the F-35, with key partners Northrop Grumman and BAE Systems. The aircraft has three main variants: conventional takeoff and landing for the F-35A, CTOL, short takeoff and vertical landing for the F-35B, STOVL, and the carrier-based F-35C, CV/CATOBAR. It is descended from the Lockheed Martin X-35, which in 2001 beat the Boeing X-32 to win the Joint Strike Fighter (JSF) program. Its construction was funded principally by the United States, with additional funding from program partner countries from NATO and close U.S. allies, including the UK, Australia, Canada, Italy, Norway, Denmark, the Netherlands, and Turkey, before issuance. The program has attracted a great deal of attention and criticism due to the program's unprecedented size, complexity, inflated costs, and highly delayed deliveries, with many technical flaws still being corrected. The acquisition strategy for concurrent production of the aircraft while it was still in development and testing led to expensive design changes and retrofits. The F-35B entered service with the U.S. Marine Corps in July 2015, followed by the U.S. Air Force's F-35A in August 2016 and the U.S. Navy's F-35C in February 2019. The F-35 was first used in combat in 2018 by the Israeli Air Force. The U.S. plans to buy 2,456 F-35s by 2044, which will represent the bulk of the U.S. Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps manned tactical air power for decades. This aircraft is projected to be operational until 2070. The F-35 is a product of the Joint Strike Fighter (JSF) program, which is an amalgamation of various fighter programs from the 1980s and 1990s. One of its ancestral programs was the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency (DARPA) Advanced Short Takeoff/Vertical Landing, a STOVL, which ran from 1983 to 1994. Under one of STOVL's covert programs, the Supersonic STOVL Fighter (SSF), Lockheed Skunk Works conducts research for a stealth supersonic STOVL fighter intended for the U.S. Air Force, USAF, and USMC. The main technology explored is the shaft-driven lift fan (STLF) system. Although several experimental designs have been developed since the 1960s, such as the failed Rockwell XFV-12, the F-35B was the first operational supersonic STOVL stealth fighter. The single-engine F-35 resembles the twin-engine Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor in that it takes a number of design elements from it. Lockheed Martin has suggested that the F-35 could replace the USAF's F-15C divided by D aircraft in the air superiority role and the F-15E Strike Eagle in the ground attack role. The company also stated that the F-35 is intended to have the second-best short-range and long-range air-to-air capability after the F-22 Raptor, and that the F-35 has advantages over the F-22 in terms of flexibility and advanced sensor capabilities and aggregation of information. Testifying before the House Appropriations Committee on March 25, 2009, Deputy Acquisitions for Assistant Secretary of the Air Force, Lieutenant General Mark D. Shackelford, stated that the F-35 is designed to be America's premier surface-to-air missile killer and is uniquely equipped for this mission with advanced processing power, synthetic aperture radar integration techniques, and advanced target recognition. The structural composite in the F-35 is 35% of the fuselage weight, up from 25% in the F-22. The majority of these composites are bismulimide and epoxy composites. The F-35 will be the first mass-produced aircraft to include structural nanocomposites, namely epoxy-reinforced carbon nanotubes. The Pratt & Whitney F-135 provides the main power for the F-35. An alternative engine, the General Electric/Rolls-Royce F-136, was in development until it was canceled by the manufacturer in December 2011 due to a lack of funding from the Pentagon. The F-135 and F-136 engines are not designed for supercruise. However, the F-35 can briefly fly at Mach 1.2 for 150 miles without the use of advanced burners. The F-135 is the second stealth advanced combustion jet engine against radar. The F-35A is armed with the GAU-22/A, a four-barreled version of the 25mm GAU-12 equalizer cannon. The gun is mounted internally with 182 rounds for the F-35A or in an external pod with 220 rounds for the F-35B and F-35C. The gun pod has stealth as well. Software that enables operational firing of the cannon is expected to be installed in 2018. The F-35 has external hardpoints for carrying missiles, bombs, and fuel tanks at the expense of increasing radar cross-section and thereby reducing stealth. These include 4 underwing pylons that can carry the AIM-120 AMRAAM BVR, AGM-158 Joint Air Cruise missiles. To surface standoff missile, JASSM, guided bombs, and 2 wingtip near pylons for the AIM-9X Sidewinder and AIM-132 OSRAAM short-range air-to-air missiles, AAM. Carries the AIM-120 AMRAAM, AIM-132 OSRAAM, Joint Direct Attack Ammunition, JDAM, Paveway Bomb Series, Combined Standoff Weapon, JSOW, Brimstone, Spear 3 anti-tank missiles, and Wind-Corrected Munitions Dispenser.